So there's this picture at the very end of the Bible, at the end of the book of Revelation, where God is on his judgment seat. And it says that every single person, alive and dead, will stand before him naked and exposed. And it says that the earth and sky will flee away. There's nothing for us to hide behind. We're standing before God, and he's going to judge us for everything that we did on the earth. And it's interesting, it talks about the generals and the heads of state, the rich and the powerful are going to call out for the rocks to fall on them so that they can hide from God. Because here on this earth, they hid behind their success and their job titles and their accolades. But in eternity, their wickedness and their evil deeds are exposed. There's nothing for them to hide behind. And there's two things that God's going to say to us. He's either going to say to us, well done, good and faithful servant, enter into the joy of your master, or he's going to say to us, depart from me, you workers of lawlessness, I never knew you. And so we all want to hear that phrase, well done, good and faithful servant. And what I want to talk to you about today is, why did God not say, well done, good and successful servant? Because success is the metric of our culture. It is the thing that everyone is going after, success. But the problem with success is that success is all about outcomes, and we have no control over outcomes. So you could be the best tennis player in the world, you train your whole life, and then you get into a car accident, you never play tennis again for the rest of your life. And from a worldly standpoint, you're not a success. You could be the best business person in the world, and your factory burns down, or the person you've been training for 10 years gets sick. We cannot control outcomes. There's a story about a man he's a successful businessman in Chicago. His business was destroyed by the Chicago fire, so he decided to move his family back to England. And in transit, he lost all of his daughters. His wife survived, he survived, his daughters all died. And he wrote that famous song, "It Is Well With My Soul." So this man, even though he was a success, but then he lost his success, but because he was faithful to God, now he's not known as a businessman. He's known as someone who has inspired millions by his faithfulness. So today, let's focus on the metric that God focuses on, which is faithfulness. Let's be obedient and faithful to the revelation that we have from God through his word, and the specific revelation that we have about what he wants us to do in our lives for our call and our destiny. Let's not worry about being successful, but let's worry about being faithful, because then that takes the burden off of us. It takes the pressure off of us, so we can rest in God's goodness. He'll make us a success. When we get to heaven, when we see it from the other side, we're going to see the goodness of God. But right now, let's just focus on being faithful, trusting in him. He'll take care of the outcomes. We're just here to walk it out step by step. So today, be encouraged, just one step at a time, guys. One step at a time. Be faithful to God and let him take care of the rest.